Hello. I am still in Princeton. This is Princeton University. This Saturday we had a conference. The conference was about Constitution and Islam. The participation was not as good as I expected, but in that conference I presented the Peacemakers Constitution, which was drafted by Legs Salih Al-Shaiban and improved by me. Basically, I revised, and it is right now published in Turkish and in English. You will find it. There are very interesting components, original, and I believe that it is the most progressive constitution available now as a draft. And it has many very interesting. I really urge you to go study it, and the references in the footnote you will see more than 100 verses of the Quran, though there are many verses. Just somehow we didn't put all those verses related to that, but basic principles of the Quran reflected in that constitution. And I submitted that constitution in a symposium at the University of Arizona last year at the political philosophy department, which is considered the #1 in the nation, in the United States, perhaps in the world. Very prominent scholars showed up, and I didn't tell them this is really based on the Quran. In order to get more objective reaction from them, because when you say Quran, Islam, they are human beings, they get prejudices and all kind of baggage that has been created by Sunnis and Shias. We have nothing to do really with Islam. They are mushriks. They have corrupted the message, distorted the message of Islam. Anyway, when I submitted them, in general I got very good reception in terms of acceptance of those. There were few criticism, but in general it was a fantastic reaction from scholars who are not Muslims in literal sense. Okay, now this I hope it's not making a lot of noise. This building behind me, I like it very much. I wish you could see it. It's Alexander Hall, and my son is also a student here. Mother came to see him. His mother does not really participate in my lectures and conferences, and since his son was here as a freshman and she missed him, she came primarily for that, but she also participated in the conference. Now I want to talk a little bit about Hajj. Hajj is one of the I would say it's considered rituals, but one of the main practices in Islam that has been also distorted, like almost all, like kalima tawheed, the statement of unity, la ilaha illallah, or testimony for that, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. This basic thing how Muhammad's name added centuries later. In fact, we have Quranic evidence for that, and we have also archaeological evidence proving that Muhammad and Rasulullah was added much later to statement of unity. It is distorted to statement of duality, God plus Muhammad's name. They think God needs Muhammad next to his name, while especially testifying for God's oneness, one God, and Tawheed. Anyway, there are many distortions. Hajj, unfortunately, is one of them. It's turned to a silly ritual, meaningless. It lost its meaning. Hajj in Arabic comes from the root Hajjaja, Hajj. Hujjat also comes from the same root, is a noun. Hujjat means evidence, proof, and Hajjaja means to debate, usually on evidence and debate, but it is better than Jadal. Jadal is usually has connotation with kind of fighting, very hostile, but Hujjah could be mostly it is based on reason. Yes, few more minutes. And this was an international conference, meeting each other, in Mecca once a year. All around the world, monotheists would come, commemorating God's blessings and their condition, and sharing each other their conditions and issues, getting ideas, criticism from each side, and developing projects, coming up with new ideas, how to solve those problems, how to improve the conditions of Muslims and peace, how to improve peace and justice around the world. And that was the purpose. Unfortunately, that purpose is lost. It is just a bunch of rituals, meaningless. People go, especially it is also confused and mixed with idolatry. Idolatry means shirk. And from outside, when you look at it, you see, well, these people really worshiping black stone. They may not say we don't worship, we worship. You don't need to say this magic word. Well, what you are doing really, you are consecrating a black stone. You think that you will go to heaven if you kiss that stone. You may even push your brother there, go attack that stone. And hadith is fabricated. In fact, even in the name of Umar bin Khattab, a very clever hadith is created, fabricated in order to justify this one. And hold on, my son called. Let me finish up this one. And anyway, the black stone is a fabrication, has nothing to do with Hajj, or even the building we call Kaaba, which is Masjid al-Atiq, the old, or Baytan lin-Nasi, or Baytullah, God's house, or a house for people. That is also turned to what a sacred object, people rotating around it. It was a place of conference. People would come in it. It would create shade for them, the four walls and on top of it. But somehow people started rotating around the building of the conference and even putting silk around it and verses of the Quran on it, or maybe a hadith, or all those things written on it in gold. And by this way, it is absolutely turned to a bunch of rituals which has no meaning. And Hajj must be in 4 months, therefore distributing 4 months from all around the world. Conferences could be organized in these 4 months. Ashhur al-Hurum, the Quran says. And also Safa al-Marwa, the meaning of that is being distorted. I have no problem really going between two hills. It is fun, it is losing some weight and having fun together, walking and commemorating God. I have no problem. But really the meaning of these two words, as in my translation, Quran Reformist translation, you look at the Safa comes from Saf, purity, and Muruwa means chivalry, helping others, activism. One is introspective, the other is outgoing. Means one is thinking and purifying yourself, contemplating, meditating, meditating, and the other is going out, helping the elderly over there, or cleaning the garbage on the streets over there, and or feed the poor, cook for them, those kind of things. Anyway, we'll share inshallah later, continue. I need to go to see my son. He's calling, and talk on this issue later. Inshallah, in 2014 we'll go to Hajj according to the Quran, and we'll make an announcement inshallah about that. Peace.